Yeah, man, there's a lot going on. Again, everybody, welcome to the amazing podcast. My name is Howard. Guy other side of me is Bert. And yeah, the podcast is gonna be available on Spotify, iHeartRadio, and other streaming platforms. And yeah, don't forget to follow, subscribe, and all that type of stuff. But
Show
yeah,
support. Show support.
yeah, where would you like to start off with? Because
I
oh
like to
yeah,
start with these finals, man. That's straight off the bat. Let's get into the meat and potatoes and everything of it, man. These NBA finals right now.
yeah, the NBA Finals. The is what 2-2, right?
2-2 going back to Oakland.
Yeah,
Uh,
they play tomorrow.
game five. They play Monday night. So I've actually really enjoyed this series. I think I got to give it up to Boston. Boston had the toughest road, going through Brooklyn, then Milwaukee, and then taking Miami. Getting here, have to face a veteran, um, a veteran team, all around veteran team. Hall of Fame coach, Hall of Fame players. Yeah, they're not the same. I could see some age going into, especially Draymond Green and Clay is just coming back from a 2-year hiatus with the injuries and everything. But, Poole stepped up. A lot of role players have stepped up for this game. And then, I am seeing something that's crazy, though. Tatum. Man, I was a little bit surprised on how he's been playing.
He's
I really,
very inconsistent.
yeah, I really thought like this would be his moment to take, and especially when you like, I don't mean to say this, but I got to throw it in there, but especially when you throw in Jordan and Kobe gear on and the mama mentality. I mean, like the one person that I see is balling right now. It's like, and pretty much is doesn't get a lot of street cred because I don't think he's really
Jalen
marked.
Brown.
It's Jalen Brown.
Mhm.
Jalen Brown is like he busting people's asses. So you know what I mean. Defense wise, everything is just Tatum is just very inconsistent. Like you could see last game, like
Yeah,
their turnovers and stuff like that. They don't have a really
yeah,
good.
yeah. We can start off with Tatum. I think the first thing that really just caught my eye, and I was like, it was just a bad taste in my mouth with the whole Kobe, paying homage to Kobe and
Yeah,
stuff
right,
like
yeah,
that. It's just overkill. We all love Kobe. He was what he was, and but it's time to start your own thing.
yeah,
You know?
yeah. That my thing is I never saw. I mean, I don't know. I could look back. Maybe I missed. Maybe it's I'm wrong, but I really never saw. Other than him wearing his shoes, but I've never seen Kobe wear Jordan shit.
Jordan, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, and
like it's on the uniform, it's on the shoes. I understand that,
yeah,
but
and Kobe he
Kobe got his own,
idolized Jordan
yeah,
coming
you know,
into the league. So
stuff like that. But my thing is just I never seen what like some of these young stars do, and I can understand he passed away. I can understand, but this is your time to make your own, you to become that status. This is your time to take advantage, get in there. I mean, it's tough, man, when they got some guy, that second string that he's 0-5 against, bro, when he's playing against them. And it's like, man, you should be busting on everybody, bro. Y'all both 6'7", 6'8" guards. Y'all stretch, y'all make it really practically impossible for Durant to do what he does. And they made Durant look old, to be honest with you.
yeah,
They come in here and it's just the inconsistency. I could see a lot of like I like Doug Williams. He's up and coming. You know what I mean? Like I
uh,
like him young. I'll
Grant Williams, yeah,
yeah. Was it Grant Williams?
yeah.
I thought it
he
was Doug
looked
Williams.
he looked
Why
like
am
a
I
Doug.
Doug Williams? I
Yeah,
thought it
he
was
looked
Doug.
like a Doug, but he's Grant.
So Grant Williams, like Texas A&M, I've seen him play. I don't know why I got his name wrong. Sorry. I saw him play in in the tournament and everything like that. I always thought he was a solid guy coming out of Texas A&M. Al Horford asked that veteran, staff and Mark Smart and everything, and then Jalen Brown and with the inconsistencies of Jason Tatum, even with I still think they're missing that one piece. It's hard to say they made it this far, but now they're seeing like against Golden State, They need a third scorer, bro. They need a consistent guy that's
Well, the way I see it is that even though Jason Tatum's been inconsistent, what he has been consistent in playmaking, getting others involved. So that part he's been thriving in. I think the main thing that's keeping the Celtics going is Jaylen Brown. He's been
doing other things.
Yeah, he's been the consistent scorer that they needed. Marcus Smart, he does his thing, and role players they chip in from time to time.
Yeah.
But on the other side, Curry, he's been there, knight in shining armor.
Yeah.
I think
Clay.
there's games where he just hasn't been getting any help.
Yeah, I mean, like when I look at it, like Clay is not basketball shape. Like it's great to see him.
He's not who he used to be.
Yeah, but my thing is like when you say that, I like a lot of people have been saying that. I've been looking at First Take and Undisputed. They're like, oh, Clay's not what he used to be. I was like, mind you, this guy's been out for 2 years. He didn't come back until what, December?
So, oh yeah, that's why he's not what he used to be.
Yeah, so I mean, come next year, he'll be different. His body and how he reacts to this basketball will be different because now he's just getting into his groove. He'll take a couple months off, get back into it, and then he'll be going into his rhythm going into next season. So I see a lot of big things coming out of Klay Thompson. Now, as far as, Curry looked like he's just rolling. He's just in the zone. I honestly think there's going to be a big move with Draymond Green. Do I see him get rid of him? I mean, like, let's not get ourselves. I really think he's the foundation of this team. He's the kind of the heart, the muscle. And I don't see them like after this finals or this playoff series. I don't see him, especially just the finals. I think the finals is kind of tough because he just got all types of fucking length there against.
All right. Well, let's talk about tomorrow's game. I think that'll be game 5. So what do you see happening? Who you think will take game 5?
I got the Warriors taking game 5.
Okay.
Yeah. And now the biggest thing is like the biggest challenge is game 6, man. Like that's where Boston can, I mean, either way, it's still tough for Boston. Boston can probably steal one. I'm not saying it's impossible. I've seen Golden State lose it in the fourth quarter as far as game 1. They tied it up going to Boston. The first game in Boston, I'm not gonna lie to you, that man, it looked like they were going against the refs, man. It was a lot of questionable shit. I was like, dude, what the hell is going on here? Yeah. And then Draymond Green played so horrible. Like he got to a point where like, man, why is he still playing in the game kind of type of thing? It just got the game just got bad.
I think this for game 5, Curry, he's going to show up. And I think Boston, they play very good on the road. Yeah, on the road, Boston, they play spectacular. So I think for Golden State, it's all about who's going to show up.
Jordan Poole.
No, it's going to have to be somebody. I think last game, Andrew Wiggins, he showed up big.
17
he had about 16 rebounds and
17 points.
Yeah. So he showed up. So it's
I think Looney had 11 rebounds. Poole had 14. I think Clay had 18. Wiggins had 17 and 16, and then Curry had 43. Mm-hmm. So yeah, so it was a complete team, and I think that's gonna still have to be them. I mean, like I said, you put the nail in the coffin. Boston is great on the road. That's what makes them so like they suck at home, but they're great on the road, and that what makes them stay in the series in this series. And it's just the fact is that it's just a matter of are these we can't one thing I've noticed Poole, when Poole doesn't show up, if he doesn't score 15 points, 14 to 15 points, they're not going to win. You know what I mean? Curry can score 33, but if Poole didn't score 14 points, they'd have lost by 4. You know what I mean? So that's why I said there's certain people that have to show up. We already know Clay's going to give you that 15. We already going to know Wiggins going to give you that 15. Poole is inconsistent. He's been inconsistent this series. If he can give you 15 and up, then I guess then Curry could do his, just the whole thing is that Curry can't have a bad game.
No.
Curry have a bad game, they lose it.
So far, I guess you can knock on wood. So far, he hasn't had a bad game
He hasn't had a bad game.
in
Like
these in this
my
series.
my vote is Curry if they win it. Like that's a thing. You know what I mean? I think Jaylen Brown would be the Finals MVP, or
Or
shit, man.
Boston.
He could be a Jerry West. You know, Curry can win Finals MVP and not win because he's playing that spectacular. You know what I mean? So I just think that Golden State needs to just put the fucking pedal to the metal, bro, and keep rolling, bro. Like, because if they let up any time, Boston will fucking. And then
I
that guy,
think
the coach, oh my god, the coach, man, like Brad Stevenson or Stevens, bro. I'm not gonna lie, he was a shitty fucking coach, but this guy. This guy is a great GM, bro. Danny Ainge did some things, bro. He switched it around and
yeah,
shout out to Pop, boy. Pop. Pop got all his little subordinates out there making it come alive, boy.
oh
Everybody's
yeah, his coaching tree. Yeah.
Pop ain't no joke, man. He got
I would not, you know what? I would not be surprised if Boston wins it because they really have a complete team. They're younger. You can tell their youth is really benefiting them because their recovery time within the games. So
I don't know, but here's the thing. I know you like Boston, but here's the thing. It's something about two-time MVP, superstar status, and that's not Jason Tatum or Jaylen Brown.
no, but if they win it all, they will be superstar status. I'll tell you
Not
that.
only win it all, though. I mean, there's possibly, but I don't think, because my thing is like this: if they take one, like they say, they play great on the road, right? And if they take this game 5, they go back to Boston. Golden State's gonna win because they're a great road team too. And then they go back to Golden State.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
about Golden State game 7. Oh, we ain't doing this shit. They might, you know what I mean? Like I really think it's gonna go 7. I would like to see. I can't see Golden State winning in 6 in Boston, but hey, Clay in
anything
6.
can happen.
Clay in 6. Clay might just come alive in game 6 in Boston and go crazy, bro. So I mean, we'll see what happens. Like I want Golden State to win it because I need them to win it because I got to get this LeBron James shit out the way. I gotta get this shit. This LeBron James is done. I gotta get this shit over. Like, Boston. I don't know, man. They have this is their only chance right now.
Yeah.
They're gonna be in it. You know what I mean? They're gonna be in it.
Okay. Speaking of which, I know I'm gonna switch it from the finals into the Lakers. I sent you this
oh my God, bro.
Yeah, I sent you that thing earlier about Anthony Davis, about how he hasn't touched a basketball since April. That's a bad thing to say in LA. You can get away with that in New Orleans, but you can't say that in LA. Not when you're playing with the Lakers.
So here's my thing out of it. AD has never really been healthy. And AD definitely, is pushing himself, trying to get to that, that status. You know what I mean? That something like he has it, but he hasn't been like he doesn't show up. Like he has.
It seems like he's trying to push his way out of LA with that type of comment.
I mean, no. I see it like, hey man, he's resting. Rest. Like get that body and rest, man. Like there's other things other than touching the basketball that you can be working out and everything like that. Getting that feet right, getting those knees right, getting those joints right and everything like that. You can do other conditionings and stretching and stuff like that to help the body.
I hear what you're saying, but you're coming in behind Kobe Bryant,
Nah, ain't nobody worried about Kobe Bryant.
No, I'm saying, but as far as work ethic, his legacy, is everything is.
People need to stop doing that because some people that was Kobe Bryant. That's why they said that's only Kobe Bryant. Like you remember when you say like, man, we put him in a column, of his own. We put, MJ in a column of his own. You know what I mean? Like we put certain people in a column of zone because they're like that. Because my thing is like, if a person like that tried to be Kobe Bryant, they wouldn't be Kobe Bryant. They would
Oh
probably.
no, what I'm saying, what I'm comparing it to, as far as for 20 years, Lakers fans, they had Kobe Bryant, they saw his work ethic, and how much the Laker organization, the franchise meant to him, how
Yeah.
much he worked and stuff like that. So you're coming in behind that. So if you're not even coming half of what he put in, I believe Laker Nation's going to have a problem with it. But
I'll be honest with you, that died with Kobe.
You think so?
Yeah, it died, bro. It like that shit is gonna eventually like it needs to stop. Like after Jason Tatum, and then AD and like all like everybody's stigma. Like there's a reason why they changed it. They changed the name. There's no more Staples Center. That's why Kobe died. Kobe's his numbers on the rafters. It's
Oh, that's
over.
table simple. That's all about
Yeah,
money, crypto,
yeah.
so they can
That's
get more money.
just it's changed, bro. The culture's changed. So Kobe's Kobe. That's why he'll always be great because of Mamba mentality. But my thing is like I'm trying to like I'm looking at all these stars trying to enhance that, but then I'm just like, dude, it's almost like you're being Jordan's sons. It just ain't gonna fucking happen. It's just not embedded in you. It's just not. It's just not gonna happen. So try to be like that. Just be your own self. That's why we talked about Jason Tatum. This is your time to be your own brand. You specifically. You don't need Mama mentality or whatever case may be. You don't need MJ or the shirts and shit. This is you should be putting your Tatum 2012 whatever, putting your hashtag or whatever on, because my thing is like right now, even with AD and the perception of that, they paid all this money. Like they ended up getting another coach. He ended up wants to be Westbrook. Like I think the biggest mistake is putting Westbrook there, because Westbrook doesn't make like they're still not getting it right even with the new hire. They're still not getting it right. Like they had 2 seasons, 3 seasons with this team. Going into the 4th season, it's over. Everybody's fucking old, like the only thing that LeBron James is thinking about is family right now. He's thinking about, hey, I'm a billionaire right now, only billionaire that's ever played. Like I've won championships. I'm like what else does this motherfucker want to do? He just want to play with his son. That's all he wants to do right now. He just want to play in his son. Championship mind in there. AD's like, you know what? Let me try the longevity of my career so I can, still stick with these checks. You know what I mean? Like people are thinking about long run now. Like Westbrook got a job. AD got a job just because of what, who they are and what their name is. LeBron James is on his way out. Carmelo Anthony is probably the only one that can honestly say, I mean, he'll have a job, but it just matters. Like he wants to win. So that's his only priority. But other than that, man, it's over. It's like Lakers Nation spent all that money for nothing. Where they had Kyle Lowry, they had DeRozan, and they had Buddy Hill right there in them grass when they took Westbrook. Like, dude, I guarantee you, if you put that team, what I just said right now with LeBron James and AD, dude, we probably would be seeing the Lakers against Boston right now, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Think like that. That's how much of a pivotal change DeRozan, Kyle Lowry, and Buddy Hield would be on that team, because right there you have Kyle Lowry at 1, Buddy Hield at the 2, DeRozan at the 3. You could play fucking LeBron was willing to play the 4 and the 5. You know what I mean? Like rotate that shit. Oh my God. Like and then you had Carmelo Anthony off the bench. And then you had other young guys stuff off
it'll
of that.
it'll be interesting to see what they do this summer. They can't do much.
They can't trade
They're
LeBron.
just gonna have the same problem that they had last year. So
and then it sucks because now nobody cares. Like this draft is coming up. Like nobody's gonna give anything up for AD. Nothing. Like there's nobody's gonna give anything up for Westbrook. There's why? Like they're not gonna make you a winning team.
Westbrook, it depends on the team, because he has that expiring contract. So after this year, you don't have to pay him. Or if he goes to a team like Indiana, he can sell tickets, get triple double or something like that. But
I mean, what's that benefiting the Lakers organization though? getting pennies. You're getting pennies for the dollar for these cats.
Yeah.
Hurt, like, Westbrook is inconsistent. Can't even shoot a jumper in
I
his.
mean, the Lakers, their situation, it is what it is. I mean, it's going to be the same as how it was last year. They're going to have the same problem.
Yeah.
But we're gonna switch it up. I wanted to talk to you about the Black Adam trailer that came out last week.
How'd you like it?
I liked it. It was all right. I'm looking forward to.
I'm looking forward to the movie. I feel like
Yeah.
I don't like now, like especially with DC. I wish DC, the less you show is the better, because the more you show, you're pretty much showing the whole movie. Like that's always DC's thing. They have great trailers but shitty movies. So I'm just like, hey, just do teasers. Do teasers from here on out. Don't show fuck, because I'm not gonna lie, bro. It looked like it didn't, like, I thought it would be great. The first teaser they showed us, I was like, that's fucking great.
They
But
should have
then
just left it at that.
they should have left it at that. And then, they showed this trailer and I was like, what the fuck? Like, like they got to get out of this Marvel bullshit. Like, this is when I thought it was a fucking joke. Like, I don't like it when old boy hit him with the thing and it bent and then he kicked him out. I was like, why did they show that? Like, I was just like, like, come on, man. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. We understand how strong he is. If you're a fan, you understand how strong Black Adam is. Because Black Adam has fought Shazam and Superman at the same time. So if you're a fucking fan, you already know how strong he is. He doesn't need to throw some punk ass security guard, clear across the fucking ocean. You know what I mean? But we'll see what happens. I'm excited to see the movie. I think the trailer's shit, but I'm excited to see the movie. I'm gonna go see the movie.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Yeah. I mean, I think the best superhero movie out for this year has been the Batman thus far.
Yeah. Like a lot of people shit like, dude, and a lot and just it tells me like so check this out. Me and you think the Batman is the best superhero movie this year so far, right?
Right.
So I've talked to people about it, and I have so much, like, they were like, oh, it's long, it was boring, blah blah. And I could tell that nobody has been a real Batman fan. Like, and then I told them that right in their faces. I was like, you know how I know that you're not a Batman fan? And they're just like, why? Because you thought the Batman sucked. Like, it's like, dude, that was the closest to the real actual Batman that we're ever gonna get. If they don't do another fucking movie, the Robert Pattinson is the closest Batman. That story, that whole noir detective, that whole thing is the closest to a real Batman movie we're ever gonna get.
Mm-hmm.
I love Christian Bale. Christian Bale plays a great Bruce Wayne. I mean, like, the guy killed it as Bruce Wayne. Batman, you know what I mean? Batman's Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck physically, what I see in the comic books and what I expect Batman to be is Ben Affleck physique, right? And then, so right now, the reason, like, what Patterson's different from both of them is that the fact is that he could do it. I know he could do it all. Like, the detective part is like, it's not just the physical part, because he has that down too, but the detective part is what you've not seen in both of them. And him being able to, and then it's so cool because they showed it as he was younger. So you saw the mistakes, you saw the journaling, you saw him, he learns from his mistakes. He goes back, he knocks it down, he talks. Like, this is the closest Batman we're gonna get. And it sucks because it's year 2. So
I agree. Yeah. I mean, it's right there along the Dark Knight,
Yeah, but so cool. But like, I think I told you this right now. Like, I went back and watched Matt Reeves' trilogy of Planet of the Apes, and every movie was at a certain point in time. So it didn't go like back to back to back. It was like, okay, this happened 5 years later.
5 years later, yeah.
And then 10 years later, this is where we're at. And I think that's what he's gonna do to the Batman. So we're not gonna. And I prefer that in different stages of his career or his longevity, how he is as Batman, his career as Batman. I think that's perfect because now we'll see the range of acting of Robert Pattinson, because he's a fantastic actor. So we're gonna see the range of him in different points of his life, and then we're gonna see multiple bad guys because now there you already know the bad guys from the previous Batman movies. So now it's about seeing them, about how he could do an Arkham Asylum, he can do some the Court of Owls. There's so much stretch, and I know I took it away from Black Panther and Black Adam.
Black Adam, yeah.
I just think just right now I like when I saw that trailer, bro, I was like, shit. I hope it's better than I hope it's better than Hancock, bro. It's like
yeah, I mean, I wasn't expecting much from the trailer. I mean, it was okay. It didn't really blow me away, but I'm still gonna watch it because I'm curious to see how they how it's gonna play out.
I don't think Black Adam should have got a single movie. I think Black Adam should have been like a feature, like on a Shazam or a Superman movie. Right. Like they did a cartoon, like that famous cartoon when old boy came in and he started fucking beating the shit out of Superman and Shazam, like that shit. Like,
see, they've been striking out lately. They got a lot of things going on, so they need some new life.
Well, they got the Discovery thing, and then they're trying to look for a producer like a Kevin Feige. So they got some working plans, but my thing is like I'm not gonna lie, they would have to scrap some of these movies and just start from new. And
oh yeah, speaking of which, Amber Heard, she lost her case.
Yes, she did. Yeah. I wasn't surprised. Everybody else was like, yay, but I was like, this woman obviously tried to damage somebody's career, which she did.
Yeah.
He only got what 13 million out of the whole thing because he had to pay her too. So because she has to get something out of this, I guess. I don't know how much she was worth, so I don't know where the fucking money's coming from. Johnny Depp is owed an apology for every fucking major corporation, production, whatever.
He's not gonna get it. He's not gonna get it.
I mean, like he's gonna be owed by movies. They're gonna cast him in Johnny Depp already said he wants him in the new Sherlock Holmes. Right now, they're talking to him about Pirates of the Caribbean. He said he wasn't going to do a Pirates of the Caribbean, but it's Johnny Depp. You need money. Here you go. Let's get this Disney shit. It's business. It is what it is. So I see him coming back. So I think he's going to make his, and then look at Fantastic Beasts, which I saw, but I didn't like some shit. We'll go into that shit later. But
I mean, with the whole trial, it's like each court date, it just looked worse and worse for Amber Heard. It got to the point to where it's like, you know what? Who told you to hire your lawyers?
She was looking bad and the lawyer was looking good, boy. That girl Vasquez or whatever her name was. I was like, shit. She already made a partner and everything like that. She good. I wouldn't mind, bro. I'd be trying to pull that, B. You know what I mean?
Yeah, especially the way she interrogated her. I mean, it was just
James Franco and all those people involved in her, man. It's like James Franco ain't been in the spotlight since because Seth Rogen and them stopped fucking with him because his ass is abusive as fuck. So
that's a bad way of being the spotlight. I'll tell you that.
Because her whole people what she's around, man. I could like, dude. Ever since Seth Rogen and Jonah Hill like separated from James Franco, them motherfuckers is like they cool as in the cool. They cool in the game, bro. Them motherfuckers Seth Rogen smoking and shit. Got his $1 million.
That's what they do. If you got some heat on you, they're gonna have to separate from you. That's just how it goes. They just trying to protect their interests with other film companies and all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
But I think DC, man, they got to start doing some background checks on their actors because then you got the Flash actor.
Bro, I don't know what's going on with that cat.
I mean, he's been arrested like 2 or 3 times, and he's accused of brainwashing and grooming a girl from, I guess, age 12. She's 18 now, so.
I don't know, bro. I think that motherfucker didn't drink enough blood from the rituals or something like that, or he fucking cut out somebody wrong or whatever case may be. It's it's tripping balls, bro.
I don't know. I mean, Warner Brothers, they gotta do a better job selecting
Yeah,
the actors, doing
they gotta
thorough
do
background
that
checks.
Marvel contract shit. Marvel does a background check. You can't get in fucking trouble. You got all types of shit, bro. The only risk they took was with Robert Downey Jr. That was the only risk they took. But
Oh
they
yeah.
told him like, man, can't be this way, bro. You got to be clean as shit, or this money goes away. Like,
Oh yeah, you got an image to uphold once you sign that
yeah,
Disney contract.
I think even if you're like out of that, like right now, they even like it's so crazy because even right now, people that don't do Marvel are still being watched. You know what I mean? Like, think about it. You just left Marvel. You can't really you just gotta watch this shit. You know what I mean? Like, make
Yeah.
sure you have the right people around you when things go down or whatever case may be. You make a mistake. I'm not saying these people are evil, but who fucking knows? But just make sure you got the right NDAs and the right people around you. Have drivers and shit. Don't get, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta have a crew around you like Drake. Ain't nothing happening to Drake, bro.
Oh yeah, he's billionaire status, at least damn near. So
Yeah, yeah, dude. Uh, yeah, like crazy, bro. Crazy rate.
yeah.
Well, crazy.
How you felt about the J Lo Super Bowl thing that happened a couple years ago when she shared the
So,
stage with Shakira?
yo, she shared a statement. She was all wilding out talking about she didn't want to share the stage with Shakira, and I was just like, look, J Lo, something should have came to you when they were like, hey, you want to do the Super Bowl, like, you weren't gonna headline that shit. Like, what the fuck? Like, what made you think your music was that good enough to headline a fucking Super Bowl?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it was, I don't know about watching a Super Bowl with a 50-year-old woman, but hey, two 50-year-old women ain't bad. You know what I mean? Like, I'll take that. And they look good. And I enjoy it. So, I mean, it is what it is. It wasn't the best Super Bowl performance, but for you to say comments like that and everything just seems like you just fucking you're egotistical, man. No wonder fucking A-Rod cheated on your ass. You know what I mean?
Yep. I think it just comes down to that, and I think they should just her people, they should just float that, vicariously through like another Twitter account,
I don't know, man.
have someone else say it because it didn't came out.
Yeah, it didn't come out at all. Like, yeah, I definitely, would have done it through that. Be like, oh man, why two, out of somebody else's shit? But it just looks bad, bro. Like, damn, man, what's wrong with people, bro? You guys make millions of dollars. You guys are, I mean, supposedly wealthy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't understand what the fuck is the point. Like, I don't know, man. Maybe it was just.
I know she's doing that documentary, but just because you're doing a documentary don't mean you have to tell her everything. Some things you just need to keep.
I feel like that documentary is gonna come after some people. She gonna say some shit that she should have said back then, but then it's gonna make it even look bad because it's gonna make her sound like, I don't know, man. Because some people gonna come out and be like, man, J Lo was a hoe, boy. She was fucking out there. You know what I mean? Living color. She was out there getting slid on, boy. Like, you know what I mean? So it's just, I don't know. I don't know, man. I do not want to see a documentary about J Lo.
I thought the Super Bowl performance was all right.
I mean, it is. It's not the. That's why I say it's not the best Super Bowl.
It's not the best, but it ain't the worst.
It ain't the worst, but it's just it was something where I'm like, oh, but I'm just so, maybe because I'm just so I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just when I see women up on stage and everything, and they ain't like really known for their talents. I'm not a Shakira fan, and I'm not a J Lo fan. I know of them because I have sisters. I have mom to their soundtracks and stuff, right? But the only thing I was interested in J Lo was when she got naked. You know what I mean? Or she got naked. You know what I mean? Like, that's all I cared about. You know what I mean? Like, that's not like Shakira. I ain't seen naked. I thought she was gonna get naked. Some wardrobe malfunction, something's gonna happen. Booty cheeks was gonna come out. I mean, like, these women to me is just like not known for their, it's not like Adele up there. It's not like, Beyonce. It's not like some of these, those women to me can carry on a show. I mean, shit, Adele don't even have to fucking dance. She can just sing. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying Super Bowl. But
Oh,
like,
I wouldn't go there. I
like,
mean, it's just not
like,
my Adele. She's not my cup of tea.
huh?
Adele, she's not my cup of tea, but that's just me.
I mean, she had a beautiful voice, man. That's why I'm saying, like, it's just talent. Beyonce, she could throw a show. Janet Jackson's just old, but she could throw a show. But we don't got no girls like that no more, man. Like, I do not want to see Cardi B. I mean, the shit that I'm talking about is pretty much Cardi B and, you know, Megan the Stallion, whatever her name is.
Oh yeah. It's,
Like, but we can't have that on Super Bowl.
yeah. It's like a strip tease. They do
We
like
can
a
have
strip tease type
what
of
I just
performance. Like,
what
yeah,
I just
Magic
said
City.
about Halo and Shakira. We do got two people who can do that, but we can't have that shit on national
Yeah,
television.
well, Shakira, she has that Latin demographic.
I guess, man. I don't know, man.
You
It's
know
not
what
a
I
whole.
mean?
Bring Prince back, Michael Jackson. You know what I mean?
So,
Have Whitney Houston sing the national anthem. That's a fucking show right there. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like I can tell you that those two people right there and old girl sing the national anthem and have probably Dallas Cowboys in the Super Bowl. We're good, bro. I could go to heaven. Yeah. Like, let's go and win it. You know what I mean? Shit.
Oh wow.
That'd be perfect, bro. That'd be a perfect Super Bowl. But no.
Mhm. Oh yeah, but what have you thought about the Obi-Wan Kenobi series thus
I
far?
love it. I love it, bro. I mean, like, it just tells me that see how big it is that Obi-Wan is a beloved character, even, 50 something years later. What the original one came out in 1975 or something like that.
Right.
I think 1979, some around there. It's in the 70s, right? So even now in 2022, it's still big. So the following is just, it's awesome. Storytelling is good. We definitely do want to know. We've always wondered what he did between,
The, in
we
between the
well, we never thought back then when I was a kid, we only had 3 movies. You know what I mean? We only had New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi.
well,
I mean?
I think they did a very good job filling in that gap with also added in new characters,
Yeah.
such as Riva.
Yeah, I think they even like they took some characters in the show from the Rebels.
And I like how they just they stuck to the true essence of like the first Star Wars. It was just kept it simple.
Yeah, I love it.
They just focused on the story. It wasn't too much sci-fi stuff or anything like that can kind of, because sometimes you can get distracted by that, too much explosions and
Yeah,
all the,
the best stuff, Darth Vader was killing everybody, bro, breaking people,
yeah.
sliding them over. You know what I mean? Found his ass in a little mining thing and burned his ass. Come in, come here. Like, let's get it. Feel the burn, bitch. Feel the burn.
Yep. So yeah, I'm definitely enjoying it. I wish it would be another season, but I think
They will be.
no, I don't know. I think that's gonna be it, because then they're gonna have some more stuff coming up.
Because the what is it, Rogue, what, not the Rogue One, but I forget what his name is. It's a prequel to Rogue One. So the Spanish guy comes back. I forget his name. So they're doing a prequel to Rogue One.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, they're doing a prequel to Rogue One. So that's gonna be like 12 episodes, 2 seasons, 12 episodes. I forget what it was, but it's gonna be long. So they're gonna fill all that gap into Rogue One. And then after this, bro, they definitely have to do a Vader series. They definitely have to now. Like we have we have to get either. It's been 10 years, right? So what is it? 10 years since Revenge of the Sith. So can we get an episode from the 10 years from Revenge of the Sith to when he gets Obi-Wan? Or you know what I mean?
I don't know about a Vader series, because I don't know what will be the goal.
What do you mean the goal?
It's
He hunting all the Jedi.
yeah, but
It's brutal, bro. I know it's disgusting. It's unhuman. It's right now we don't need violence, but it's nothing wrong with sci-fi violence. And now that you do it, bro, it's an epic like him. And then it goes into deeper because he was trying to get like raise Padme from Padme from the dead. He was trying to get his woman back, because when in the prequels, that's what Darth Sidious told him. He's all like, hey, there was this one person that brought people back to the dead. So he's pretty much scouring the universe, looking for artifacts, looking for the power to bring old girl back. And then he hunting fucking Jedi because he's obviously looking for Obi-Wan too, but he killing all the Jedi. He killing them. And then you could go into the video game when he's trying to make an apprentice. You know what I mean? He tried to use his blood, make an apprentice and everything to take on. So there's so much things you could do with Darth Vader that I honestly think after seeing him, he's such a big character. And I'm just thinking about Disney money. I would watch every episode twice. You know what I mean? Like I would go crazy if I saw a Darth Vader series, bro. Like, and then do flashbacks and shit that we didn't get to see, possibly, why they're still young, why they're still, CGI left and everything. We could still get that. You know what I mean? Like I at least see another second series. After this, if we can get one more series of Obi-Wan, you know what I mean? Depending on how it ends, where is it going and how it ends. So he's trying to get Leia home. So that'll be one thing. So now we know Leia's just important as Luke. And then, cause even in Boba Fett, Kasantian, the big ass black dude, like the black Chewbacca, he fought. The reason why he has that scar in his face is because he fought Obi-Wan. Cause they you know what I mean? Like there's big old stories and stuff. So I don't know what they're gonna pull from, but there's 10 years after Revenge of the Sith. And then what is it? Obi-Wan was like in his 60s and New Hope, 60s or 70s in New Hope. So right now he's in his 40s. So probably got another 30 years.
Yeah.
They're 9 years old. They're all 9. So yeah, they're the same age as Anakin was right now. So they got another 10 years until it's 19. So yeah. So no, he was in his 60s and stuff like that. So 10 years, 15 years, something like that. And they can do that. Just for the New Hope.
I don't know. We'll see. I just don't want them to get stagnant. I just don't want to get stagnant because I feel that's where the MCU is right now. It's kind of.
Oh man, I don't think I think the COVID fucked MCU up right now. Like that's because there were movies that were supposed to come out during that time.
Oh yeah.
And then they cut out of production time. They cut a lot of production. They cut a lot of stuff. Because old girl was supposed to be in New Way Hope. That was supposed to come out after. Like they were supposed to be like Doctor Strange was supposed to come out. I think I don't know. They had a whole setup
last year. Matter of fact, they're bringing back Spider-Man New Hope. Spider-Man No Way Home. They're bringing it back to theaters in September.
And you know what it is? It's all the shit that they cut out. So we're gonna go back to theaters and see everything they cut out that they should have been in there the first time. But
yeah, I know a lot of people are saying it's because Morbius, they bombed in the box office, so they're gonna put Spider-Man back in to make up some of that money.
Yeah, Morbius did terrible, bro. Like Sony needs to stop. Like Sony and
have you seen Morbius?
No, I don't even want to see it.
I haven't seen it yet.
I don't even think it should have got a movie.
I don't know. I gotta see it first before I pass my judgment. I'm waiting for it to be available to rent. Once that happens, I'll add in my 2 cents. But
like, I don't think we should have got a Venom movie. I don't think we should have got a Morbius movie. I don't think we should get a Manhunter movie. I don't think, you know what I mean? There's certain these are movies away from like you could have made so much money if you had to include it in a Superman movie.
You know what? I'm always gonna give it the benefit of the doubt. I think the first Venom was good. They should have stopped there. Once they made the sequel, it just sucked so bad. I mean, it didn't.
Like that's what I said. Bro.
It was just bad.
I stand by what I say. Like, I honestly think Sony needs to stop. I think Sony just like these independent films for characters that were side characters don't need like I understand what they're trying to do. They're trying to do it to the bad guys and give them backstory so you can like kind of love the anti-hero shit. But it's just like, no. these guys were created for a reason. They're villains. Keep them that way. Like we don't
I
need.
don't know. I don't know. The Joker, they broke the mold. They changed the game.
Yeah, but you can only do that with the Joker because you know what makes Joker so significant is that he doesn't have a past. He doesn't have an origin. So you can do anything you want to make that origin. That's what makes Joker different. All these people have an origin. You go anywhere outside that origin, it doesn't fucking make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I mean? Like it just gets to a point where like Joker is significant because he just wants to see the world burn. He's just pure fucking evil. Like that's all he wants to do. He just wants to see it burn.
Yeah, but in the Joker movie, we didn't see that. It was a different take as far as
because he's
mental.
not.
Yeah, it was dealing with mental health and classism and stuff like that.
Well, that what the director said, like they all said, this is not the Joker. This is what the Joker based off. Like the second one, we're gonna get the real Joker. So the copycat of it. So this is what he copycat from. So his was a statement of mental health, and then somebody. It's almost like a symbol. Like, you know, you take the little peace sign that they had with the Nazis used and they twist it around. That's what the second one's gonna do. The director said, yeah, he's not the Joker that we know. He's the like next one's coming.
Okay. Yeah, so I guess we can end it on that note.
Yeah. But there's a lot of stuff out there, Howard. Like right now, like the NBA draft, you know, I'm looking at the Spurs, what they're doing. You know, some of these teams have a chance to get some pretty good players, man. It's pretty deep, man. I would honestly say the draft is, you know, now these like this one, it's probably about good, you know, 15 picks in, maybe 20 picks in deep, you know, of talent out there. Basketball has changed so much where it's such a farm, you know, system with the G League, D League, you know, like anybody.
To tell you the truth, I don't know who's good or who's bad in the draft. I really don't. Man. I don't know who's going to be a difference maker or not because man, it's just different now.
I mean, it's at least they're telling the truth now. Like players are telling the truth. Like, hey, you're not going to be the number one scoring option. You're not going to be, you know, you're not going to get any calls. You have to play defense. Like your focus coming into the fucking league is to win games and play defense. That's it. Now, once you start grooming you 2 to 3 years, you could become an all-star because they'll start gradually showing you, just like what they did Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard, his job was to, guess what? Win games and play defense. And as he started growing into his own, he started, I'm sorry. Hello?
Yeah.
Started going his own, he started being a legitimate scorer. So that's what they're telling like these kids these days now. It's like, hey, like, okay, let's work on the fundamentals. Let's learn how to play in a team. Like, and then that's another thing that they're trying to tell kids, like, you know what, make great players. Like, especially I watched this one with, they talk about the greats, Wayne Gretzky, right? Awesome. I don't know if you follow hockey, but he was an all-time Hall of Famer, great hockey player, right? He said, I mean, this guy was like a Tom Brady of hockey. Like didn't the mold, was slow, was like nothing. The only thing I can honestly say out this guy, and he even said it himself, is that he was accurate. He was accurate. He could like, you know, shoot a dick off a fucking horsefly. You know what I mean? With that goddamn puck. He was so fucking accurate, you know? So, but what made him do it is like how he became so great is that they gave him the opportunity of playing outside, playing out the gym and everything like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's what we're missing. We're not playing outside. We're not being creative. We're not being imaginative yet. Like we're just taking our kids to these AAUs, you know, and be like, here you go. You know what I mean? Where AAU teams are probably, some of them are set up just for particular one player. You know what I mean? You're not really learning a whole lot. Like shit, LeBron James, I just saw his kid play an AAU team or a traveling team or whatever the fuck he was against the number one player and everything. And it just, sometimes it looks like it's only set up for a particular type of player to play around. You know what I mean? And I hate that, you know? So
that's
but
what I'm
that
saying. That's where basketball is as far as how it is in the States. You know, it's more about, the focus is more so about how athletic you are and how quick can we get you from point A to point B.
well, that debunks, well, these finals debunks that. This finals is about drafting and growth. You know what I mean? Like, this is what we get. This is why I love this finals more than I've loved any other finals. I mean, other than the 2014 finals, I thought that was the best basketball we've seen in a long time, team basketball. But we're seeing these two teams that drafted well, that believed in the farm system, D League, G League, two-way contracts, developing players, and this is what you get. You get a 2-2 going back to Oakland. That's why.
Yeah, I think that's where it's going to go, because it's too expensive to get 3 superstars. Then you have to fill in your team with role players or veteran minimum players.
Yeah, the age
And
of
especially in like the Lakers situation, they had the highest payroll and they didn't make the playoffs. So
boom.
I think with that being said, that's
spitting facts. I know you beating up on my team, but you spitting facts. Like, damn, it's so hard to be a Lakers fan, bro, right now. I love them.
I get it. I get it. Y'all going through it. Y'all gonna go through it for some time now.
Like, there's some bullshit. I'm like, oh my God, just sell the fucking team.
It's the Amazing Podcast. Again, we're on all streaming platforms. You can catch us on YouTube, follow, like, subscribe, and yeah, till next time.
Yep. You're in for a show, baby.
Yes, sir.